Welcome back, my dear students of Standard 12. We were seeing some inverse functions, their derivatives. So, page number 25, those solved examples we will see first. The first one is on page number 25, sine inverse of 2x upon 1 plus x square. These type of the sums are very important in derivative as well as in integration. Sin 2 theta is equal to 2t upon 1 plus t square, where t is nothing but tan of theta, and cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square. These two formulae are very important. At least one sum either in derivative or in integration comes every year. So remember this, and that's why I will just prove it. Sin 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, or cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. I will show you the proof. Sin 2 theta is nothing but 2 sin theta into cos theta. Here it is upon 1, that is equal to 2 sin theta into cos theta upon 1 means cos square theta plus sin square theta. I have converted into the half angle. So dividing by cos square theta, here for the tan expansion we need 1 here. So I will divide by cos square in the numerator as well as in the denominator. If I divide by cos square, so 2 sin theta into cos theta upon cos square theta. In the other videos also I have explained this, and here also I am explaining it. It is very essential. Cos square theta upon cos square theta plus sin square theta upon cos square theta. Now this one cos will get cancelled and it will become 2 sin theta upon cos theta means 2 tan theta upon 1 plus this will be tan square theta. So definitely you have understood that sin 2 theta is equal to 2t upon 1 plus t square, where t is the tan theta. Now I will explain this also. Earlier I have explained this. Now I will take the opportunity to explain this. If you want to be very scholar in mathematics, these things should be on the tips. So cos of 2 theta is nothing but cos theta plus theta means cos square theta minus sin square theta upon 1. Upon 1 means cos square theta plus sin square theta. Dividing by cos square to the numerator and the denominator, here it will become 1, minus here it will become tan square theta, and upon 1 plus tan square theta. So this has been proved. The cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square. Again one formula, tan 2 theta is equal to tan of theta plus theta, that is equal to tan of a plus b is equal to tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a into tan b, means tan theta tan a plus tan b plus tan theta upon 1 minus tan a into tan b means tan theta into tan theta. So that is equal to tan plus tan is 2 tan theta and upon 1 minus tan square theta. Some of the students get confused in this formula, and in this formula by mistake tan 2 theta they consider as sin 2 theta. No, denominator is checked. Numerator is same but the denominator is different. So note it down. Afterwards I am going to rub it. On the same basis I have to prove this. Y is equal to sine inverse of 2x upon 1 plus x square. Check here. 2t upon 1 plus t square means that here it is tan theta. So x should be in tan theta. So put x is equal to tan theta. Therefore, theta is equal to tan inverse of x. Therefore, y is equal to sine inverse of 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. The value of x I have substituted. And y is equal to sine inverse of, this is nothing but sine 2 theta. Check there. Sine inverse sine cut. So y is equal to 2 theta. Therefore, y is equal to 2. Theta is what? Tan inverse x. So dy by dx is equal to 2 into d by dx of tan inverse x. That is equal to 2 into 1 upon 1 plus x square. And that is equal to 2 upon 1 plus x square. This is the answer for this. I'll go for the next sum. Second one, I am directly writing y equal to cos inverse of 2x into under root of 1 minus x square. I think in the earlier video I might have solved this, but let me solve it once again because this is the important sum. This always I have told you that this chadda is always the trouble. How to remove the chadda? You know all these things. 1 minus sine square or 1 minus cos square. That way you can remove it. So put x is equal to sine theta or cos theta. Therefore, theta is equal to sine inverse of x. So y is equal to cos inverse of 2, x means sine theta, 2 sine theta into under root 1 minus sine square theta. So y is equal to cos inverse of 2 sine theta into this is cos square theta. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. The cos inverse of this is 2 sine theta into cos theta. Now I know that this is the expansion of sine 2 theta. Therefore, y is equal to cos inverse of sine 2 theta. Okay, now this can't be cancelled. I want this in cos. So y is equal to cos inverse of this I will write as cos this. So this I have to subtract from pi by 2 because cos of pi by 2 minus theta is equal to sine theta and means the ratio changes. So now it can be cancelled. Cos inverse cos cut pi by 2 minus 2 theta. Now what is meant by y is equal, what is meant by this theta? Y is equal to pi by 2 minus 2. Theta is what? Sine inverse x. Sine inverse x. Therefore, dy by dx I have to find. Dy by dx is equal to d by dx of pi by 2 minus 2 into d by dx of sine inverse x. Sine inverse x. So that is equal to, this is the constant derivative is 0 minus 2 into 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. And overall answer will be minus 2 upon root of 1 minus x square. If suppose you put here cos, then also the answer will come. Only remember that this under root that we have to remove. If suppose I am trying to explain you some other things also. If suppose it is 1 plus x square, Then how to remove this? Put x is equal to tan theta. Then it will be 1 plus tan square theta. And that is equal to sec square theta. And that is equal to sec theta. This way you can. So in the textbook there are many different places they have suggested that for this substitute that. It is not at all essential. You understand it and it will be easy. Don't learn anything in mathematics. Make a proper practice of it and try to judge from where it has come. I cannot make you scholar. You are scholar yourself. I can make the things easy. So now the fourth sum is y is equal to tan inverse of 2 into e raised to x upon 1 minus e raised to 2x. E raised to 2x means e raised to x bracket square, that I can write. Y is equal to tan inverse of 2 into e raised to x upon 1 minus e raised to x its square. That way I can write. Because index raised to index means multiplication of the index. It is 2x only. Okay. Now I can put e raised to x is equal to tan theta. Don't write sin theta. It is of no use because it is 1 minus. It should be 1 plus t square. Therefore, theta is equal to tan inverse of e raised to x. Y is equal to tan inverse of 2t upon 2t means 2 tan theta upon 1 minus t square means tan of theta its square. See, this is tan theta its square. So this is equal to tan inverse of, this is the expansion of tan 2 theta. Just now I have explained in that corner. Tan inverse tan cut 2 theta. So y is equal to 2. Theta means what? Tan inverse of e raised to x. Tan inverse of e raised to x. Now take the derivative. dy by dx is equal to the coefficient into d by dx of tan inverse of e raised to x. Derivative of tan inverse is 2 into 1 upon 1 plus x square means e raised to x its square. Tan inverse x 1 upon 1 plus x square. At the place of x it is e raised to x its square into d by dx of e raised to x. That is equal to 2. Derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x upon 1 plus this is e raised to 2x. Finished. So hope that you have understood this also. Whenever I finish, you take the screenshot if you need. I am going on rubbing the things. We should not waste the time in talking the unrequired thing. We should go on doing. Our purpose to come together is only to become good in mathematics. Not to know that how poor you are in mathematics and how good I am in mathematics. That we don't want to know. We want to know that how much we can do better in mathematics. 1 plus 9x square. I am using my 34 years experience to build up your fundamentals. Okay, 1 minus 9x square. So 1 minus tan square I can make it. So y is equal to cos inverse of 1 minus 3x square upon 1 plus 3x square. You know the formula now. 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square is equal to cos 2 theta. So put 3x is equal to tan theta. Therefore theta is equal to tan inverse of 3x. Just bring it here, that's all. So y is equal to cos inverse of 1 minus 3x means tan theta, and its square, so square tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. This is nothing but cos 2 theta. Therefore y is equal to cos inverse of cos 2 theta. Just now I have proved it. So that is equal to cos inverse cos cut 2 theta. Therefore dy by dx, this I can write in the terms of x. Theta means what? Tan inverse of 3x. Now I will take the derivative. Therefore dy by dx is equal to 2 into d by dx of tan inverse of 3x. That is equal to 2 into d by dx of tan inverse is 1 upon 1 plus x square. At the place of x it is 3x, so 3x square. It is not x, so take the derivative of it and multiply d by dx of 3x. So that is equal to 2 1 are 2, and into this I will take it afterwards. 1 plus 9x square into derivative of this is 3 into 1. That is equal to 6 upon 1 plus 9x square. This way it has become easy. If you understand all these solved examples, then exercise is nothing for you. So take a snap if you want. So we have done almost very important sums from this. I am trying to make the short videos, but there are many some questions. So now another is the sixth one. Y is equal to cos inverse of 2 raised to x plus minus 2 raised to minus x. Note it, it is a very important sum. 2 raised to x plus 2 raised to minus x. This number will change, but this indices and this signs would be same. It's very important. E raised to minus 2x, e raised to 2x minus e raised to minus 2x, e raised to 2x plus e raised to minus 2x. This also sum I have solved once. You check it. Very important sum. Now in this sum, this negative power, this I have to change. Always remember this. In every sum, whenever there is a negative power like this, change it. What I know, y is equal to cos inverse of 2 raised to x minus negative power can be made positive like this. And this also 2 raised to x plus 1 upon 2 raised to x. Therefore y is equal to cos inverse of, now do the cross multiplication. E raised to 2x into e raised to 2x is e raised to 2 raised to x into 2 raised to x is equal to 2 raised to x its square. Check it. 2 raised to x into 2 raised to x is 2 raised to x square minus 1 upon, for this there is 2 raised to x. Now this I am solving. 2 raised to x into 2 raised to x, 2 raised to x square plus 1, and for this also 2 raised to x it is. This 2 raised to x, this 2 raised to x will get cancelled, and what I get is y is equal to 2 raised to x square cos inverse of 2 raised to x its square minus 1 upon 2 raised to x its square and plus 1. I will change the bracket. Check it now. This is exactly cos of 2 theta, but there is some change. cos of 2 theta is equal to 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square, where t is tan theta. Here it is t square minus 1. A slight change is there. We will see it. Put 2 raised to x is equal to tan theta. Therefore, theta is equal to tan inverse of 2 raised to x. Okay. So, y is equal to cos inverse of, this is tan square theta minus 1 upon tan square theta plus 1. But our cos 2 theta formula is just ulta. Make this ulta. So that is equal to cos inverse of, this will be minus I am taking out. So if I take minus out, this will become minus and this will become plus. So I will write this 1 minus tan square theta. Note this step. And here I am not doing anything, 1 plus tan square theta. Now it has fit into that 1 minus t square. Only because of this I have taken minus common. If minus is taken common, the sign changes. This will become minus and this will become plus. Okay, so that is equal to cos inverse of this minus, and this much is cos 2 theta. Now again a problem. Can I cut this cos inverse and cos? No, I cannot cut it, because here it is something else. There should be nothing like this. Then what to do? I will use some trigonometric relations. Here I know all students take coffee, means all the trigonometric ratios in first quadrant are positive. This is the second quadrant, only sine is positive. Here it is the tan positive and here only cos is positive. So in the second quadrant, why not in the third quadrant? Because it is far away from the first quadrant. So consider of first and second. If you are going for tan, then you can consider afterward. But consider first and second quadrant. In second quadrant, I am considering cos and it has become negative. Sine is positive, cos is negative. So definitely this cos theta is lying in the second quadrant. How I have just, you remember this. Cos is negative. Negative cos will be in the second quadrant or in the third quadrant. But which is near? Second is near. So come in the second quadrant. Don't go in the third quadrant. So that is equal to, this is the unwritten law. Whichever is close, that quadrant should be observed. In the third quadrant also cos is negative. But I will not go in the third quadrant because second quadrant is very close. So come in the second quadrant. So cos inverse of, how to go in the second quadrant? So cos of, in second quadrant, if I come up to this, it will be pi. Pi means 180 degree. But I want to come in this quadrant, so I have to come here back. That means I have to subtract something from 180 degree. So cos of pi minus 2 theta. And in 11th standard, in one lecture, I have explained this. If you subtract anything from pi or multiples of pi, 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, if you subtract or you add in it, the ratio remains the same. Means cos will remain cos. And pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2 means the odd multiples of pi by 2. From that, if you are adding or subtracting anything, the ratio changes. Means cos will get converted to sine, tan will converted to cot, sec will be into the cosec, and that's way. But here I don't want to change the ratio. That means I cannot subtract from here 3 pi by 2. No, I will not go to that. I will go only for the pi. Means 180 minus something, ratio doesn't change because it is the multiple of pi. 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 5 pi, 7 pi. Subtract or add in it, ratio remains the same. And whether it will be positive or negative, that will depend upon the quadrant. Now this pi minus 2 theta. This is your pi. Minus something means second quadrant. So cos you are searching, it will be negative because here only sine is positive. So now cos inverse cos cut pi minus 2 theta. Y is equal to. Some of the students may be thinking that this is unnecessary, not needed to talk. No, it is very essential. Here only you lose the marks. How you are poor in mathematics is only because of these understandings. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to d by dx of pi minus 2 into d by, this I have to write it properly. Therefore, y is equal to, what is by theta that we have to write? Minus 2 into theta means tan inverse of, what is that tan inverse of? Where it is? Here, 2 raised to x. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to d by dx of pi minus 2 into d by dx of e raised to 2 tan inverse of 2 raised to x. Hope that I am rubbing this part now. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to derivative of pi is 0 minus 2 into derivative of tan inverse is 1 upon 1 plus x square. At the place of x is 2 raised to x, its square, into d by dx of 2 raised to x. That is equal to, this is no use, minus 2 upon 1 plus 2 raised to x raised to 2. We can write it as 4 raised to x also. Because how? 2 raised to 2 raised to x. This way also I can write it. 2 raised to 2x. Index raised to index, multiplication of the indices. When 2 raised to 2x. Instead of writing that 2 raised to 2 raised to x. And this is nothing but 4 raised to x. So this way also you can write into log of 2. This remains. Derivative of a raised to x is a raised to x into log of a. A raised to x means 2 raised to x into log of 2. That is equal to minus. Here it is the multiplication. This is 2 raised to 1 into 2 raised to x is nothing but 2 raised to x plus 1. Multiplication means addition of the indices into log of 2 upon 1 plus 4 raised to x. Okay, somebody can write, instead of this somebody can write 2 raised to x raised to 2. This also is absolutely correct. Or somebody will write 2 raised to 2x. That is also correct. Or somebody may write like this. While explaining this, I am totally using my experience so that it will become easy. Many of students praise me for making that the sums are easy. Thanks for them. Actually, it is your love that you are speaking like this. So, in the separate video for tan inverse, there are 4 sums, solved sums. We will make the separate video of this and we will stop here today. We'll meet in the next session.